record. The Sixers have tied this first round playoff series against the Celtics at 3 games apiece. You're listening to the Cheesesteaks and Takes podcast show. I'm Colby Marshall here with Noah Butler and my cousin Zach Gross. We're going to break down the game, fellas. First of all, why are we not in a car right now headed to Boston for Game 7? Why are we on this stupid podcast? Why are we not in a vehicle on the highway going to the TD Garden to watch Game 7 Saturday? Come on. Noah, I'm going to kick it to you first. Biggest takeaways from the game, Joel Embiid, obviously from the jump. Talk to me. Tyrese Maxey, Paul George. What did you see? What are your takeaways from the Sixers winning Game 6 on their home court?
That was, I don't even know where to start. I've never seen the Sixers played that ever in my life. They look connected on defense. They might have even won the offensive rebound battle. I didn't look at the numbers, but it seemed like they did. That's literally the first time I've ever seen that happen. Offensively, they looked decisive. Embiid wasn't shooting that well, but they were doubling him a lot, and as soon as the double came, he was making a pass. There were really good connective passes all around. PG hit some big shots. I've been saying he should be getting the ball more. It doesn't look like anyone can stop him when he has the ball.
Nope.
Maxey played really well. VJ was a little slow, but he pulled it together, during the end of the game. He had some shots to, stop Boston's run at the end. I've been very pessimistic about this series just because, we always lose to the Celtics. Why would this be the year that we beat them? Embiid just got his appendix removed. We're down 3-1. But, now we're going to Boston Game 7, and they got me back.
The biggest thing for me, I didn't want them to start slow. I didn't want I was like you said, Boston, they've had our number in these type of games, Game 6s, Game 7s. We've seen what Tatum has done to us time after time after time. And I just didn't want them to start slow and, kind of read their press clippings from winning Game 5 and come out, oh, yeah, we got it in the back. Joel Embiid comes right out the gate, mid-range jumper, sets the tone. I was like, okay, they came, okay, we're good. And even though he shot 6 for 18, even though he only had 19 points in the game, like you said, he had 8 assists. He was honestly in a flow state at one point in that, what was it, the second quarter or third quarter when he hit that behind the back pass to Kelly Oubre. He controlled this game, right? Everything that Boston did on defense reacted to was because of Joel Embiid. And yeah, Zach, what was your, I know you watched the game, what was your biggest takeaway from the Sixers winning Game 6?
So, on Embiid, his offense was amazing, but his defense was kind of trash. I gotta admit, he wasn't jumping on contest and stuff like that. He was moving kind of slow, but I liked his offense a lot, even though he was missing. I wanted him to keep shooting, because he's gonna get in rhythm soon, and I'm very optimistic about Game 7. I would say that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that Embiid's defense, especially from hearing what Boston fans have been saying, they like seeing him out there on defense. They don't think that he's going to contest shots. They don't think that he's going to be able to move his feet.
Yeah.
And I think similar to what you were saying tonight, Game 6, we saw him kind of struggle. Not Game 6, Game 5, we saw him kind of struggle defensively. But I thought that overall he's been holding his own. And even if he's not contesting shots like he used to, he's a presence down there. It's about going up. And sometimes that's all that you need is those guys second guessing themselves. And yeah, he doesn't need to be vintage Joel Embiid, and he hasn't been vintage Joel Embiid defensively. He's been far from it, but simply his presence has just meant so much for his team since he's come back. And he has changed this series. I am confident that like you said, I'm very optimistic about Game 7, and they actually have a chance. Anything can happen in a Game 7. Game 7s all the time, and that stat that they put up, the Sixers 0-18 in their playoff history in Game 7, or when trailing 3 games to 1. They're 0-18, and I think 0-5 against Boston. I was like, I did not need to see that stat. But the way this team, like, they dominated Boston tonight.
Yeah,
Like they dominated the Celtics tonight. Right. Like that game should have been a 20-point win if they didn't take their foot off the gas in the fourth quarter. I don't know why they
Yeah,
did.
and I thought like throughout the game they were missing a lot of like easy shots as well that we could have blew them out by even more. Like I feel like Embiid missed a couple like gimme like shots he usually makes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh
like
yeah,
what I'm
like
saying.
he was not on at all. Quentin Grimes wasn't even on off the bench. They barely got any scoring from their bench. Kelly Oubre still hasn't he hasn't been shooting like we expect him to. VJ has not been shooting like we expect him to overall. Tyrese Maxey, how about Tyrese Maxey though? That first half explosion he had between him and Paul George, their shot making is just unbelievable and so fun to watch. And I don't want it to overshadow their defense because I think that's what won them the game is how well they played defensively. They played as one, but their shot making, dude, like Tyrese Maxey, he is a dog. He has shown up consistently for the Sixers in the playoffs in these elimination games, and like you have to feel so confident with him in your backcourt going into Game 7.
How do you feel about the coaching?
Dude, honestly, Nick Nurse has they're running sets.
Yeah.
Like they are running offense. I did not expect this at all. Like they look like a team I haven't watched all season long.
Yeah.
They're like there's a point in time in that second half, Paul George, he had those mismatches on Pritchard. He went up, hit a mid range, and they went right back to it. Like they didn't mess around. They ran that team exact set. Like they're treating every possession like it counts. Like you live and die by every possession in the playoffs, and that's how they're treating it. And you're seeing them go back to the same sets that have worked. You're seeing them come up with different offensive sets, they're hunting mismatch. Like this is the first time I've seen them hunt mismatches all season. It's I don't even know. I don't know what to say. Like
Yeah.
why can we have seen this earlier? I don't know, but I'm not mad at it. All right, so Game 7, guys. Noah, I'll kick it to you. Tatum, we saw him get banged up with the calf. I don't know if he'll be 100%. I don't know if he'll play in Game 7. Obviously, I would want him to play. I would want to beat them at 100%. But what are your feelings for Game 7? What do the Sixers need to do to win this game and to etch their names in the history books, honestly?
I think it all starts on defense. I think our wings have done a great job of holding Brown and Tatum to some difficult shots the past 2 games. I think we need to pick right back up on that next game. Hopefully, some of the shots are falling for Embiid and VJ that haven't been. I feel like if we just come with that same intensity, I feel like we have all the momentum. I feel like we're also playing with house money here. Like nobody expected us to be winning, or no one expected us to be in a Game 7 here. Most people thought we were gonna get swept. I also feel like this game is like a huge, like this could be a huge like legacy changer for Embiid if like we win, and that would mean a lot to me.
Like you can no longer no matter how the rest of the series goes, how Game 7 goes, you can no longer say that Joel Embiid is not a competitor. You can no longer say that he does not want to be out there risking his body for his team. Like what he's done in this series is just unbelievable. And yeah, like you're right, Noah. This could be a legacy game. And I know there is nobody on the planet that would love that more than you, one of the biggest Joel Embiid fans out there. So I am pulling for that to be the case. Legacy game for Joel Embiid. Noah called it. Zach, I know you said you're optimistic. What do you think the Sixers need to do to win Game 7?
I think they need to, one, keep being aggressive on defense. Make sure, I want them to be, very. I want them to be, fight for every possession, Gabby bored like Drummond was doing, and I wish, like I said, I
Fucking
want
Andre
Embiid to be a
Drummond.
little, yeah, I want Embiid to be a little bit more, strong on defense, jump on more shots, but I'm not sure, how his health is and stuff like that. So I'm not gonna be mad if he doesn't, but I hope I see that definitely.
Gotta see it. Well, guys, stay tuned for our recap of Game 7. Stay tuned for more content. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, follow us on social media. I think I'm gonna stay on for a little bit and talk a little bit more, but you guys can head off. I know it's past your bedtime,
Mm.
but I want to definitely get into this game a little bit more. Um, final thoughts, final words before you guys get out of here.
Sixers in 7.
Let's get it. Sixers in 7. All right, fellas. I'll talk to you guys later.
All
Have a
right.
good night.
Yeah.
Sixers in 7. He said it. He said it. I didn't believe it. A lot of other Sixer fans didn't believe it, but they clearly believed it. They believed in themselves. And they had every right to it the way that they looked tonight. That third quarter was probably the most euphoric quarter I've ever seen out of a Sixers team. When Embiid had the ball in the post, hit that behind the back pass to Oubre, who made the cut to the basket, and then they got the stop. Maxey out in transition, passes to Paul George, behind the back to VJ, trailing for the two-handed dunk. That was just, I felt like I was watching a video game. Like it was something on NBA 2K. It wasn't something that was real. I couldn't believe what I was seeing with my own two eyes. And man, I will be watching that game. Hopefully we will be watching the replays and highlights of that game for a while, because hopefully it means that the Sixers win this series. Oh my gosh, what a basketball game. I cannot wait to hear what these Celtics fans have to say, because so many people from Boston on these podcasts have said Celtics are a better team. The Sixers are worse with Joel Embiid. He gives them no chance to win against the Celtics. He gives them no chance to win. What are you what basketball are you watching? Oh my gosh. Wow, what a way to shut them up. What a way to shut them up. And it's not work is not done. They have one more game to get. One of the things that stood out to me in the box score, obviously the Sixers starting five played above 34 minutes. Tatum and Brown notably only played 29 and 28 respectively, so you know, would expect them to be more fresh going into game 7, but Tatum is also not 100%. His calf seems to be bothering him a little bit, and Sixers have the momentum like Noah was saying. So fuck those minutes. All that stuff goes out the window. This is game 7 in the TD Garden. I don't injuries, what you're feeling, how many minutes you none of that stuff matters. None of that stuff matters. I know people are going to look at the box score and be like, "Yeah, Sixers played all those minutes, Boston." No, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. This is going to come down to heart. This is going to come down to will. It's going to come down to who gets on the ball or who gets on the floor for those loose balls. It's going to come down to offensive rebounds. And the Sixers tied Boston with 8 offensive rebounds in this game. It's going to come down to just who wants it more. And the Sixers need to want this game more, because Boston has had their number in this exact situation, in this environment, in a game 7, in an elimination game in Boston. The Sixers have never had success here since in the last 40 years, since Andrew Toney was nicknamed the Boston Strangler. It's been almost over 40 years. And I just love that it is this team. I love that it is this team more than anything, led by Maxey and Embiid, that have the chance to do this. Because no other Sixers in recent history deserve this moment more than those two guys. And I want them to show up and be ready. I know they're going to be ready, but I want them to just own this moment and to just beat the Celtics. Do what needs to be done. This is the Cheesesteaks and Takes podcast. I'm Colby Marshall signing off of this Game 6 Sixers Celtics recap. Make sure you guys follow us on social media, Cheesesteaks and Takes on Instagram. Like and subscribe. Sixers in 7. I said Sixers in 6 before the series. We're gonna need another game, and that's okay. Talk to you guys after Saturday. Let's get it. Have a great night.